are now in our part 4 of our tutorial, and open this file named part 4 unwrap UVW. So what is unwrap UVW? Unwrap UVW is a process where we prepare our object for before we texture it. So unwrap UVW enable us to create a 2D version of our character. So I am going to show you an example of an already unwrap UVW object. Okay, so here it is, and you can see now that I already made a 2D version of our character so that we can be able to texture it inside Photoshop later on. Okay, so how we can able to produce this 2D version of our character. Okay, so let's head back to 3D Studio Max, and let's apply a UV unwrap modifier above edit poly layer. So just click this one, and I have here a unwrap UVW modifier, or just go to modifier list and browse for unwrap UVW. Okay, and then you can see now that the unwrap UVW modifier already applied to our character, but it's supposed to be at the top of the symmetry modifier, of course, and click the symmetry modifier and press yes, and right click and collapse to yes. Okay, and then click again the unwrap UVW modifier, and let's change the color code to dark gray so that we can see the colors of the seams or the edge that we are seeing right now. Okay, so change the seams into thin only, and uncheck the map seams. Okay, so that we won't see those seams anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate how to UV unwrap these objects. So I'm gonna start with the head and open this UV modifier. Okay, and you might see that our 2D version here is not yet prepared, and I'm gonna expand this modifier tab, and to start, let's activate the polygon modifier to select the polygon surface. But the problem is we cannot select the polygons at the back of our character, so just uncheck this ignore back facing and select everything. Okay, and with those polygons selected, just adjust this to Y axis and click quick planar map, and you can see now that our 2D version here are now organized and set as one entity. Okay, so I'm gonna uh, scale it down, and of course that's not the final result that we want to use. So I'm gonna put it aside for a while, and let's establish first the edges or the seams in our in the surface of our character. So let's activate the edge so that we can select the edge. Select that edge, and then loop so that it automatically select the loops, and let us convert edge selection to seams, and it basically convert the edge into seams, of course. Okay, and let's set more boundaries where we want our object to be cut off. So I want to cut this object. So just use this point to point sim, and then just click from point to point and set its boundary. Okay, and then right click uh, if you are finished as establishing the sims. And if you want to delete the sims, just go on, click this edit sims and hold alt button and deselect those sims. Okay, and if you want to s- uh, set it back to sims, just click into the edge. Okay, using edit sims, but it's much easier if we are going to use point to point sim. Okay, and I want to establish here uh, sims. Okay, then right click if you are finished, and I'm going to turn off the realistic mode to shaded so that we won't see the shadows anymore. And of course, let's do the same thing here at the other side. Okay, all right, and from here to here and to this, up to this point. Okay, and right click and just select the edge inside the eye socket. Okay, let's turn off the point to point sim so that we can select the edge manually. So turn off and select that edge. Okay, I think I'll just perform. I'll right click first to neutralize the mouse cursor so that we can able to select the edge. Select the edge and loop select and turn that edge into sims. Loop select. Okay, loop select, then loop select. Okay, and I'm going to use again the point to point sim. Okay, so I already modeled the inner mouth, and we have to establish the sims as well inside it, and we have to go inside of the mouth and establish the sims manually, I think, using this one, edit sims. Okay, deactivate sims and let's select some polygon so that if every time we rotate that into this area, the camera will keep on focusing only in this part. Okay, and let us continue establishing the sims using this tool. Okay, okay, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time to navigating the viewport. Okay, so deactivate that one and maybe select some. Okay, right click to neutralize the mouse and select some uh, edges so that the camera will focus only on this area when we navigate the viewport. Okay, and press F3, Shift Z, press F3, press F3. Okay, and gradually zoom in to that part and establish the seams edge. Okay, deactivate seam edge and select some edges on this part so that we can zoom in here and press F3, and of course convert to selection to edge. Okay, and deactivate and then select again this one or this one. Okay, and then press letter Z so that we can zoom into the selected edges. Press F3 and let's take a look at this part and press F3. So I think we should delete some of the uh, seams. So press Alt on your keyboard and select this one and press F3, and then instead of extending those seams out of the mouth, we should select this one instead and loop. Okay, so that we can select the loop automatically and convert it to uh, seams. Okay, so I think we are now ready to unwrap the first part of our surface. Okay, so let me check first if everything is good to go. Okay. Okay, so after establishing the seams, for example, you already put some seams in the entire part of the body. I'm not going to demonstrate the process all over the body because it gonna take some time to finish this one. So by demonstrating the process within just this area would be enough. Okay, so let's, after establishing the seams, let's go to polygon mode so that we can select the polygon, and we have here a button of expand polygon selection to seams, and this will going to expand the selection just right. Okay, just right on the uh, allow to the point where we established the seams. Okay, and after selecting that, we have here a pelt map. Click that pelt map and press commit, and after that we can click this quick fill. Okay, and it automatically spread or flatten up the surface into a 2D version of our surface. Okay, and we can now repeat the process in the mouth area. Okay, then press F3 and belt map and press commit, and of course we should separate the upper and the lower part lips of the lips. Okay, and let's find where we should set the boundary for seams. Okay, I think here. So if you select in here, it automatically select as well here in edit UV windows, and then just after you select that boundary, we just have loop selection, and after we select those loops, just go to tools and break, or just hit Control B on your keyboard and it will break the edges into two pieces. Okay, then select here and okay, loop and press Control B, and then let's enter into a polygon mode. This button is also the same as this one, so if you click those buttons, it will also shift in here. Okay, so I'll just select the button and select those some part of it and expand the selection and move. Okay, we should use this move tool. Okay, and then we can now quick peel it up. Sorry, select the whole thing and then quick peel. And sorry. Okay, so the green lines, it means the edges is break into two. So we should select those vertex and go to tools and weld selected, or press Ctrl W, and then uh, the green color disappears and it indicates that the vertex is already welded into uh, one. Okay, and let me check if some of these parts are already break. Okay, so I think we are ready now to uh, quick peel this one. Okay, so I don't know why this happens, so let's undo this one, and instead of uh, pressing this quick peel, just go to tools, and we have here the relax template. Sorry, tools, relax, and then in relax button, uh, we should choose polygon angles and start relaxing. Okay, and then let's undo this one, and okay, I spotted some edges that are broke, so we are seeing this one in a green color. So we just select everything and press Ctrl W and select everything, and then quick peel. Okay, and rearrange and set aside those objects for a while, and then okay, and let's head back to inner eyes, expand selection to seams, and then start pelt and commit, and then I think that's enough, and we don't need to press this quick peel. Okay, because it doesn't have any texture in it, so with flat color would be enough for this part, so we don't have to quick peel those objects. Okay, so cancel this one. Okay, and then I forgot to click this expand selection to seam, and I directly after selecting this one, I directly uh, press this pelt map, and it causes the edges to have a seam edge, so you cannot expand anymore your selection into uh, seams. So you have to remove that seams and turn off, select this again, and then don't forget to press this expand polygon selection to seams. Okay, and then you can now press the pelt mapping and commit. Okay, and then I forgot something here. uh, we should also put some seams on the ear at this part, maybe. Okay, let's zoom in, and half of the ear. Okay, let's put some seams on it. Okay, and we should do the same thing at the other side of the ear. Okay, all right, and right click to if you are finished, and then go to polygon mode to select the polygon, turn off this one so that you can select the polygon, and then expand selection to seams, and then hit quick peel and press commit. Pelt map I mean, and then quick peel. Select the back side of the ear, expand selection to seams, quick pelt map, quick peel. Okay, and let's repeat the process at the other side of. Okay, commit, quick peel. Okay, all right, and then of course I almost forgot the inner mouth, so we should select it as well, and then press F3 so that we can see through inside the mouth. And okay, expand selection to seams, commit, and then press quick peel. All right, and then tools, relax, and I'm gonna relax this one, start pelt, and press commit. Okay, and select everything. Okay, and after selecting that, we should set it inside the box. Okay, and then I'm going to press F3 and show you if our texture, if the texture would be accurate when we apply a texture later on. So let's go activate the checker pattern, and you can see now that the checker is not doesn't have the same sizes, and it indicates that if we texture it inside Photoshop, you cannot apply an accurate texture on it, so you have to fix those scaling first before you texture your character. So to fix that scaling, you have to of course scale this down and make the checkered, and give the checkered the same size as this one. So I want the size to be this big for all parts of our character. Okay, but it will take you it will take for so long if you are going to scale it if you are going to scale it manually. So we have to select all of the surface of our character and just click on this button, pack normalize. Okay, and it will gonna fix the scaling of our character inside. Okay, and then just rearrange it, and just rearrange the layout so that you can avoid confusing yourself from when you look at the UV layout. Okay, all right, ears and inner mouth, so quick peel. All right, okay, that's it. So that's the basic of UV unwrap UVW. So if you are already familiar with the process, you can now do the same process in the entire part of the body, and you can set the seam edge first at the joints of the characters, and then perform a pelt mapping on it, and rearrange those UV layout the same process that I did just right now. Okay, so okay, I think we are now good to go for next part. in part 5. So in part 5, uh, I'm gonna demonstrate how we are going to texture our character inside 3D Studio Max using viewport canvas or using Photoshop. Okay, so maybe I'll choose to uh, I'll demonstrate first to you how to texture this character inside uh, viewport canvas here in 3D Studio Max. Okay, so that's all, and see you in the next video.